Hey players, so let's talk about what happened at Frump and Dump rally tonight. I'm gonna give you everything I got for a pork chop. Grab your tea, have a seat, let's get into it. I was watching this live on C-SPAN when I was traveling with my husband to see what Frump and Dump was gonna say. As he was speaking, honey, there was some popping sounds and people were saying, get down, get down. Frump and Dump touched his ear, then he got down and the Secret Service came up and just laid on top of him. So then Secret Service got up, they got Frump and Dump up. A lot of them surrounded him, basically covering his body. The only thing you could see was his head, and you could see what appeared to be blood coming out of his ear. And he was pumping his fist and saying, fight, 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 and then they scurried him on over to the vehicle. Shortly after, the Frump and Dump campaign issued a statement saying that Frump and Dump is fine and that he was taken to a medical facility for treatment. So now we have a statement from the United States Secret Service on the events that occurred at Frump and Dump's event tonight. They said during Frump and Dump's campaign rally in Butler, Pennsylvania on the evening of July 13th at approximately 6:15 p.m., a suspected shooter fired multiple shots toward the stage from an elevated position outside of the rally venue. U.S. Secret Service personnel neutralized the shooter, who is now deceased. U.S. Secret Service quickly responded with protective measures, and the former president is safe and being evaluated. One spectator was killed and two spectators were critically injured. The incident is currently being investigated, and the Secret Service has formally notified the Federal Bureau of Investigation. Now, several political leaders have issued statements condemning this heinous act. Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, former President Barack Obama, Madam Vice President Kamala Harris. President Biden did issue a statement on Twitter, and he also took to the stage to condemn this act of violence. He said that there is no place for this type of violence in America, and we all have to condemn it, and I do agree with that. Now, Frump and Dump must be okay because he did take to Devil is a Lie Social to thank the United States Secret Service and all law enforcement for their rapid response. He also said he wants to extend his condolences to the family of the person at the rally who was killed and also the family of another person that was badly injured. It is incredible that such an act can take place in our country. Nothing is known at this time about the shooter, who is now deceased. He says that he was shot with a bullet and that pierced the upper part of his right ear. He knew immediately that something was wrong when he heard a whizzing sound and immediately felt the bullet ripping through his skin. Much bleeding took place, so he realized what was happening. God bless America. Now, there are some spectators that are speaking out regarding this event, saying that they saw a suspect climbing up the roof with that weapon, and they tried to notify law enforcement. However, it was too late by that point. The shots were already being fired. Also, there was an emergency room doctor that spoke out and said that he tried to assist the person that is now deceased. So what is being said from the Democrats collectively is that they condemn this behavior. I have to concur with that. We have to condemn this type of behavior. Now, from the Republicans, unfortunately, we have ones like Mike Collins, Ronnie Jackson, who are trying to blame President Biden for this. This is not President Biden's fault. 100%. He has not ever condoned any type of violence of this kind, any kind. Definitely not this. This is just tragic. A lot of people are saying that this was staged. I'm gonna keep it a stack with your players. I don't think that it was. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that it was. I really think this was an attempt on Frump and Dump, but we all know the rhetoric that he spews, and unfortunately, there are people out there that will do things like this. You know, this has to stop. We have to unite the country. We have to stop having this type of dangerous rhetoric that's being spewed in politics. We have to stop it. At the end of the day, this should never be our normal. Nobody should be going in schools doing this. Nobody should be going anywhere doing anything like this. And it appears that this is our normal now, and it's never okay. All right, players, put it in the comments. This is your girl, Double D Movo, reporting once again for the Black Accurate News.